Welcome to today's morning routine. We are going to do something today that is a really simple morning routine that you can invite into your day and really will help if you are the type of person who wakes up with anxiety or stress or kind of just those, gunky feelings that it's really hard to then move forward throughout the day. So this is just like a reset of really finding your center and letting all of that go. So it's really simple. Get comfortable wherever you are. Find a nice quiet spot. Get in a comfy chair. If you want to have a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, since this is a morning routine, grab that. But what we're really going to do here is just focus on some breathing exercises that will help you find that center and then be able to release that anxiety that kind of sticks around when you wake up, right? I used to have this all the time, and breathing in the morning has really helped me to kind of reset, because it's like you have all these big things to do as you move through your day, or there might be, things on your mind that are bothering you. But in order to show up as your full self, you have to release those things and really be the most aligned version of yourself. So one of the things I do when I start any of my morning routines is feel into what's here. And that's really just noticing what we're feeling, how our body feels, anything we're experiencing kind of in this moment. And that really helps you to understand and then know what to do in your morning routine. So this is just one tool, breathing and breathing to release. But when you get into the habit of noticing what's happening and noticing the experience you're having in this moment, you can then choose different routines in the morning or different habits to help you either relieve something, bring something in, help you resolve something you're feeling, or enhance your experience, whatever it is. So I highly recommend getting into this habit of noticing and really feeling into what's here. So we're gonna start with that. So get comfy, get cozy, find a nice cozy spot, cross your legs, sit comfortably, however it's good for you. But I always recommend in the morning, right? We're about to start our day, so don't lay down. We don't want to fall asleep. We just want to be in a comfortable enough position where we can start to feel aware of what's going on. So closing down your eyes if you feel called, and just taking a few breaths as you come into this space. And one of the things I always kind of visually do when I'm coming into a meditation or noticing what's happening in my body or a breathwork session is mentally picturing kind of setting away any of the other things in your life at the moment. So any of the to-dos, any people that need something from you, anything that's on your schedule for the day, anything worrying you, take it, almost see yourself mentally gathering it and setting it away. And then you can really come into this space and really work on what's here. So kind of mentally seeing you just setting those things aside, and then noticing kind of that shift of when you set it aside, really being able to be here in the space. So what we're going to do for noticing the experience we're having in this moment is we are just going to kind of scan the body. And as we do this, we are doing this to notice, not to judge. So whatever comes up, it's totally fine. The more you're aware of what is happening, the easier it is to invite things into your life that you can then resolve what's ever happening, right? Or invite a new habit in, or whatever it may be. But we first have to be able to notice what's here. So, scanning the body. We're just going to start at the top of the head. And just scanning down, feeling through the head, feeling what's there. If there's any thoughts, if there's any emotions, just noting it and setting it aside. Knowing that you don't have to do anything about it right now. Just noticing what's there. Noticing if there's any pain in the head, any agitation, maybe you're feeling some tension, and really just letting it be. Just allowing it to be a part of your experience without any judgment. And moving down into the throat, into the neck. Feeling what's there. Maybe you slept weird, maybe there's a little tension. Feeling down into the neck, into the shoulders, and the shoulders carry so much. We carry the weight of the world there. So really noticing if there's anything heavy that you're feeling there. Noticing if there's any emotion that you're holding there. And again, not with any judgment. We're just seeing what's here. And so just continuing to move down and taking breaths as you feel called, as you're kind of feeling out what's happening in the body. Moving down through that spine into the chest and the heart. Feeling what the heart is feeling today, what's happening there, what's going on. Continuing down that spine into the stomach and the lower abdomen. Noticing what you're carrying there. Noticing if there's anything that's bothering you as you tune into this space, right? Our intuition, our gut feeling is housed there. Is there anything blocking your ability to tune into that gut feeling that you have? Moving down into those hips and the upper legs. If there's any tension, any emotion, anything you're holding. Our legs take us through the world, so feel that we pick up a lot of what we experience, and it can kind of be a heaviness that we feel there. So just noticing if that's what's happening for you today. And then moving down to the knees, to the lower legs. If you feel called at any point, just like giving yourself a light rub anywhere, a light touch, that can be really healing as we're noticing the experience that's happening in our body. And then moving down the last part just to the feet, the bottoms of the feet. Scanning the body one last time. And taking a deep breath as you just kind of ease into everything that you've seen as you've done this scan. Everything that you've picked up on. And so what we're going to do, especially if you're still feeling a little anxious, right? That would probably be really in the head. You might have noticed a lot in the mind. We are just going to take a few deep breaths and we're going to visualize that anxiety leaving our body. So similar to how we, the things we have to do today, we moved those to the side. We are going to do the same thing with this anxiety. We're going to allow it to leave our body and to exist outside of us without us having to carry it. Knowing that it's just something we're experiencing in this moment and it's not something that we have to take with us through the whole day. So when you're ready, closing down your eyes if you feel comfortable. And what we're going to do is just take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And when you exhale through the mouth, I want you to visualize all of those parts and those pieces and those experiences that we picked up on a second ago really leaving the body. You can visualize it as a color. You can visualize it as objects or dust or whatever feels right to you, but really seeing that leave the body through the breath. So closing down those eyes and taking the first deep breath in through the nose and then exhaling through the mouth and seeing all of those pieces, all of those feelings leave the body, and doing that just one by one. Not rushing through this process either. Taking those breaths nice and slow. And so taking another deep breath in through the nose. And just continuing that breath as I guide you at your own pace. Remembering that we get to take this slow, and what we're trying to do here is to let go of what's making us feel anxious, not make ourselves feel more anxious, right? So make these breaths really deep and beautiful and really cleansing. As you take that inhale, really feeling that breath go to the very center of your being. Finding that center with your breath, and then on that exhale, letting go of the things you're carrying with you. And using that exhale on the release to make noise or a sound, really letting go of what's feeling stuck in your body, letting go of that anxiety that feels stuck in your body. And almost seeing, as you breathe out, every little bit just draining from you. Whether you picture it as water or color or sparkles just came to my mind. You just see it kind of leaving and making you feel lighter. And as those things that you're holding on to that are really causing you that anxiety and that tension, as those leave your body through the breath, and you're breathing in to find that center, really allow yourself to sink into the feeling of finding that balance and finding that center. And if it helps you as you're breathing, continuing that breath, to place a hand on your heart to find your center, allow yourself to do that in this moment. That's always something that really helps me to find that balance. And then this is an actual physical movement that you can invite in through your day to re-find your center at any point. So allowing yourself to connect, continuing that breath, breathing in, finding that center, and breathing out, letting go of every last little bit of anxiety and tension and stress, everything you've noticed, just letting that leave your body, knowing that you don't have to hold on to any of it. And now, because this is a very simple exercise, we're just going to do 60 more seconds of the breath, okay? So continuing to take that deep breath in, letting that breath go. Continuing with that inhale and finding that center. Keeping with that breath for 30 more seconds. Just a few more breaths now. Noticing if there's any last little bits that need to be released, and allowing that to happen. Allowing yourself to just let that go. And we're going to do one last breath together. And on this last exhale, I really want you to just release everything. So making a big noise, making a big sound if you feel called. Taking that deep inhale through the nose. And exhaling. And just allowing yourself to be here. If your hand is still on your heart, keeping it there, connecting deeper with yourself, connecting deeper with that center. Just as we did at the beginning, noticing what's here now, noticing in your body how you feel, seeing what your experience is like now, and knowing that at any time you can come back and just place a hand on your heart to find that center, to relieve some of that anxiety. You just have to be intentional about inviting that in throughout your day. So stay here as long as you need. Allow yourself to integrate, to reflect. If you feel like you're ready to move on with your day, go do that. But I'm sending you so much love, and I hope that this helped you start your day a little bit more anxiety-free, and come back to this as much as you need. It is here to support you through your journey. See you next time.